Oh, good morning everyone, or afternoon or evening, whenever you're watching this. I just don't know. I didn't want to put another pair of Ditton 44s on my channel because I've already got 3 or 4 pairs on there. But I thought I'd do a video on this pair that have arrived, mainly so I can just link the video to my client to tell her what's what with them, really. So this is a pair that was sent to me a few weeks ago. We'd been discussing it for a while, and she sent me a load of pictures and a bit concerned about various bits and pieces. And I think they've been in storage for about 8 years or something like that. They've been mucked around with no end, and could I do something with them? And unfortunately, the long and the short of it is no. Yes, but not really. So yeah, the Ditton 44, I've got a lot of these on my channel. Big speaker, 3-way design, 12-inch woofer. These are the Mark IIs because they've got the veneered front, so you have the black fronted Mark 1s as well. I think these have the later T20 2600 woofer by the looks of it. You can tell by the larger dust cap. Both of these, suspension's in reasonable condition. We have a few rips appearing here and there, and it's lifting away at the bottom. I mean, that's not the end of the world, that can be refixed, but the cone's locked solid. Same with this one as well. They've pushed in and stayed in. And there was a little bit of movement in there, but it's just scratch. So these have been overdriven and cooked, I'm sure. So same with this one as well. I'm pretty sure the woofers have been rotated because they're more dirty at the top than they are at the bottom, which doesn't make sense. So I'm sure they've been rotated 180 degrees. Mid-range drivers, not original at all. They don't really fit. They're kind of just screwed in there. And these have degraded completely. Same with that one, completely broken away. So I suspect they've just been overdriven at some point. The mid-range drivers have popped, and the woofers, probably the voice coils, have gotten so hot, the lamination on them's bubbled up, puffed up, and locked up the cones. The tweeters, on the face of it, look okay. I haven't tested them. I haven't done any measurements with these because there's just no point. But I will check the tweeters. One of the dust caps was present. Sorry, mesh covers. The other one is missing. It might be in the covers. Sometimes they drop down and you find them in here. So this is one of the covers. Really nasty. All the clips are broken off, unfortunately. Some of them are in there. Let's have a look at this grille. So we're broken at the top there as well, big split. So yeah, the mesh covers aren't in there, unfortunately, for the tweeters. In terms of the cabinets, they're in a really bad way. They're opening up here, all the corners, all the veneering's coming away around the edges, big corner knock there, a load of missing veneer, exposed chipboard there. The tops are really scratched and scuffed. The top back part there is really puffed up. Yeah, unfortunately they're just, I don't like to say they're not repairable, because really and truly everything is repairable. It's just these will not be cost effective at all. To refurbish these cabinets, you're going to have to re-veneer them. Then you need a new pair of woofers, a new pair of mid-ranges. Tweeters I don't know about yet, I hope not. We don't know what's inside yet. I'm intrigued to have a look, and I'll show you why in a minute. You know, you'd pick up a good pair of Ditton 44s for 350, 400 and service those for a few £100. These would cost way more than that. Covers as well, They need reclothing, a new cover made for this one, another frame. So I hate to say it, but these just aren't worth doing anything with. Right, I'll bring the camera in and show you around. You can have a good look. So before I show you around, the backs here, normally you'd either have a recessed piece of timber with the binding posts in, or a round binding post cup. And these have been fitted with these blocks at the back, and it looks like twin and earth cable. So the sort of 1.5 you'd find your lighting wiring done in. Yep. So yeah, and all around here the back panel has broken loose, and you can see here all the puffed up bits, knocked corner there. So I'll bring you in and we can have a look around. Okay, so if we look around the back first, as you can see here, this is all split, opening up, and the top is in really bad condition. So this is all, this joint here is all opening up. There's our block on the back with some twin and earth wiring. So this one here is really bad in the corner. Again, the top, really, those scratches are deep, they're straight through the veneer. This is all opening up here. So the chipboard has probably seen some moisture. Yep, okay, I'll turn them round and we'll have a look at the front. Right, so looking at this one, you can see the veneer has come off the front. This is all blown and broken away. There's our mid-range driver. Woofer's unfortunately a lock solid. And then on this one here, this corner is opening up, so you can flex that open. The tweeters do look quite cooked inside, so we'll see, but this mid-range, and you can see how they're not flush at all. Right, so let's take one apart and have a look inside, because I'm quite intrigued as to what we're going to find. Quick look at the covers as well. So as you can see, they're pretty filthy. I mean, reclothing is not a problem, but this particular one has split there. Chipboard's all broken away, so that's a new cover frame straight away. Back of this one, it's starting to split at the top there as well. Yeah, okay, let's have a look inside. Right, okay, let's have a look. So these have Allen bolts fitted to these. I don't think these are original. In fact, I'm sure they're not. I had to get up at 5 o'clock this morning to have a load of things collected, and because I set my alarm for 5 o'clock, I think I woke up about 1 o'clock this morning and just didn't get back to sleep. So sorry if I'm a bit sort of dazed. A lot of silicone is coming out when I'm unbolting these, so I've got a feeling these woofers are going to be stuck in. Yep, right. stuck in with silicon and twin and earth wiring. Oh, wow. That's pretty nasty. Right, let's clip these off. So if we have a look at this woofer, that's not cone sag, that voice coil is cooked. That's a shame. That's a shame. Okay. Interestingly, the crossover looks completely original, but the wiring has been soldered directly. It's all twin and earth. So I'm assuming an electrician owned these. Right, let's take out this mid-range driver. Okay, so that's how our tweeter has been connected. I don't know if these are soldered. Yeah, possibly. So that's a driver made by Sanyo, RS0816, 8 ohm. So the mid-range in the Ditton 44 was a 4 ohm driver. So apart from the fact that that's completely different, the crossover will be wrong. That's, yeah, graunchy and what a shame. What a shame. Right, let me bring you inside to have a look at the crossover. Right, typical Mark II crossover. Normally you'd have a plug on here with wiring to all the drivers. So we still have the original capacitors on the tweeter circuit. Third order on our tweeter, and then inductor, 2 inductors on the woofer circuit with 2 72 microfarad capacitors. And then on our high and low pass circuits, second order for the mid-range. These inductors look like they've actually got a little bit warm, which is unusual. But yeah, twin and earth wiring has just been soldered directly onto the back of the board. Yeah, it's a shame. Have a quick look at these tweeters. I'm afraid to say this tweeter is cooked as well. Yep, open circuit. So that tweeter's dead. I suspect the other one is as well. So we have 2 dead mid-range drivers, 2 dead woofers, and at least 1 dead tweeter. And yeah, wrecked cabinets. 0.6 of an ohm. Yeah, voice coils cooked. What a shame. Let's have a look at this thing anyway. .4 voice coil is measuring okay. I don't think it will sound okay. Well, I'm afraid to say it really isn't often that I have a pair of speakers and really decide that there's just no point in doing anything with it. Because in this case, we've got a dead woofer. Both mid-ranges are falling to bits and we can't use those. I'm pretty sure this woofer's the same. Certainly the cone is the same. So that tweeter is definitely dead. Pretty sure this one's probably going if it hasn't already. Crossovers have been mucked around with. They need recapping as well. And the cabinets are knackered. Basically, they're just falling apart. If the cabinets were okay, to the point where they were salvageable in a cost-effective manner, then I probably would look for a new pair of mid-range drivers and woofers, and the tweeters can be rebuilt. I rebuild loads of them. In fact, I have a pair to do next week, and I keep the domes. But yeah, it's just not cost effective to do these, which is a shame. There's just too much wrong with them. And there's nothing, I keep saying about good bones, there's just nothing there to start with, which is a shame. So yeah, I think that's probably the last you'll see of these. Anyway, sorry it's a quick one. Thanks for watching, and plenty more coming up.